Okay, hey guys. Sorry, I'm just typing my thing. Hey, hello. Post. Okay. How do I pin comments again? Don't I have to hold it or touch it? Pin comment. Okay. Hello, everybody.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Hi. What's up? What's poppin'? I'm gonna wait for some more people to join before I discuss what we will be doing today. Can I live with you? I can assure you, you probably don't want to live with me. I'm a pain to live with.
This might
Yeah,
be true.
my mother is sitting next to me, and I knew it. I knew you were about to chime in. I'd be like, this is... I love your makeup. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, because it's through the microphone.
No, that's
it sounds
just
really
you.
like.
Can you... not gonna read that out. My bad. Do you have an accent? I do. I am from Australia. Okay. Now that we have some more people on, it's time to discuss what we are here to do today. This is kind of a... Maybe it's a new thing Brat's doing. I'm not too sure. This is called Study Hall. Basically, I'm going to be teaching you guys how I maintain and create an Instagram theme because, as we all know, I'm kind of the Instagram theme queen. Not to, like, hype myself up, but I have been doing it for almost 3 years running. So if anybody's going to teach you how to Instagram theme, it's this girl. It's me. What's poppin'? So I'm here to answer some questions that I've got written down here from you guys asking me over past times, and of course I'm going to do a little Q&A at the end so you guys can ask me more questions. But yeah, I thought it'd be cool to kind of jump on live, show you guys tell you guys how I keep up an Instagram theme. Do I have a crush on Taylor Holder? No, that's my brother. He been my brother. Your mouth doesn't go with what you're saying. That's unfortunate. This
That happens often.
This is kind of the mouth I was given, so whatever. All right. Let's get into it. All right? Let's get into, like, question 1. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you guys how I started my red theme, why I started a red theme, kind of how it kind of evolved into what this is right now. So I started my red theme about almost 3 years ago. In September, it'll be 3 years, which is crazy. And I started it, honestly, for 2 reasons. One, I was obsessing over the color during the summer of, 2017? Mm-hmm. I was obsessing over the color in 2017, and I had this one sweatshirt from Brandy Melville, and I just wore it all the time, and I was like, hey, everybody's doing these cool themes right now, and I kind of want to hop on the bandwagon. So I did, and it just kind of evolved from there, and it never stopped. So, yeah, that's kind of how I begun it. At first, it was honestly just really little things, like it could have been like a red shirt or a red flower or something, and it has just evolved into, you know, red cars, red cups, red wardrobes, red everything. So that's kind of how the Instagram theme started. So, like, another question I have is, what was the inspiration behind your theme or starting a theme? Honestly, I just kind of wanted to. I wanted to see if I could do it. You know what I mean? So, hold on. Brandy Melville is a mood. Brandy Melville will always be a mood. The inspiration behind starting it, I'd seen a few bigger creators do themes. Like Liza, I believe, is one of the first people I saw that had done a theme. Or I loved the way people's, like, Hawaii themes looked. I know they say it's, like, not a theme, but, like, you know how every second photo is them at this gorgeous blue and white sanded beach. kind of stuff like that. Like, I loved the aesthetic look and how everything was just so thought out and so consistent. I thought that just looked really cool. So that was honestly the inspiration behind it. Also, red is just a very stark color, and I had never seen anyone do a red Instagram theme before. So, yeah. Okay. So another question. What? Hi, cute. Oh my God, swamp. Thanks. Hi, Brazil. Hey, guys. So another question I have here is, how does your Instagram theme help shape your identity? That is such a good question, because I feel like so many people can get lose themselves on social media, and they can lose themselves in Instagram or trying to be somebody else. And honestly, my red theme is not what helps show my identity. It's honestly just like something that I enjoy doing. And if ever I stop enjoy doing it, meaning if I ever hate the fact that I have to do a red theme, I'll stop doing it. Hold on. Really quick, I just saw this comment. It says, I just saw some people body shaming a girl because she is looking different than others. What do you say about that? That's awful. Nobody should ever be body shamed, whether it's for being too skinny or for being, any different size. Nobody should ever be body shamed for the way they look. Just tell her to be confident in who she is and what she looks like, because every shape, size, color is beautiful. Period. I just try and make sure I don't lose myself, and I make sure I don't look at other people's Instagrams and be like, oh my gosh, I want my page to look like this, or I want to look like her. The red theme is just something I enjoy doing, and red was my favorite color for a long time. Now it's black, but, I still love the color red. So, yeah, it just shows my individuality, because I like the color red, but if somebody else likes the color red, I'm not going to press him for wanting to do a red theme. Do whatever you want on Instagram, honestly. Like, I know people, say that Instagram is supposed to be perfect and look perfect, and you guys might think that from looking at my Instagram, being like, oh, how does she have a perfect lifestyle? Nobody's perfect. It's just kind of what I choose to show. But if you want to show less filtered versions of yourselves, meaning if you want to show yourself literally waking up in bed with no makeup and messy hair, then do that. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. Somebody just asked me, do I cuss? Yes, all the time. I just choose to not do it on camera. Should someone ask themselves? Okay, so it says, walk us through choosing your theme. What should someone ask themselves when trying to identify the best theme for them? I like that question. Honestly, whatever you guys are feeling at that time is kind of what I feel like. If you guys want to do a theme, have it be whatever you want it to be. That's just my best idea to you. Meaning, your accent is really interesting. I know it's about to go everywhere. I don't know what's going on with it. I chose red because I was obsessed with the color. I kept seeing it in Brandy Melville, which was my favorite store at the time. And so I just bought everything red from Brandy, or I went to Forever 21 and I bought everything red. But you don't even need to do that. You can, if you learn Photoshop skills really well, you can do that as well. You don't need to go out and spend all this money to create a theme. But yeah, I chose my red theme, honestly, because I just enjoyed the color and it made me feel super confident, and it was something I hadn't seen before. But if you do see a cool idea and you see somebody do a black and white theme and you're like, hey, that seems like something that is really, speaking to me, then go ahead and do it. That's what you should do with your life. I honestly needed those words. I get bullied for many things, especially my body, and it makes me upset. But I guess it makes me stronger. Something my parents told me was, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But it doesn't mean that those feelings of upset and, aren't real and you're allowed to be upset. But you just have to make sure it doesn't, take over your whole life and upset you for a really, long period of time. So, yeah. Anyway, next question. Okay, I'm going to walk you through the steps of me posting an Instagram photo. Okay, so during quarantine, it is getting a little more difficult for me to not continue this theme, but it's definitely going to be a little bit more challenging, and I'm learning that. So, I don't have any of my photographers here. I don't have any of my friends. I got my mom, as much as she loves to proclaim being a good photographer. You're not bad. You're not bad. You're not bad. You do. Next question.
It's a long time.
It's a long time in quarantine. Oh, I should shut up. Basically, during quarantine, I've been putting on, you know, either a red hoodie, like I just posted. Go check out my tweet. I've either been, you know, wearing something red, holding something red, like it could be like a cup. Ooh, that was lucky. There was a lid on that. It could be as much as having some things red in the background. Like, I took this photo and I like hung up a bunch of like red towels and red robes in the background to make it look a little more organically red. Just stuff like that. Or red LED lights. I got mine so cheap from freaking IKEA for like $7 for like, I don't know, 9 foot or 12 feet of LED strips. So just little things I try to incorporate, but I will take the photo. I will edit it normally on Visco, which is, if you guys don't know what Visco is, then I don't know what to tell you. It's an editing app. You guys can either get the free version or the paid per monthly version. I have the higher version just because I am on Instagram 24/7. It's like part of my job and my life. So I edited on that. Then I'll just go post it to Instagram. Think of a funny caption or think of a caption. I don't know. That's honestly the hardest part. Thanks for the edit app. Of course, Visco is dope. VSCO. Love. Yeah. That's honestly it. Take, edit, post. Thinking of the caption is the hardest part though. So. Okay. So it says, give us some tips on how you can choose or maintain their Instagram. So how I maintain my Instagram theme. This is the big secret, guys. Ready to hear how I've maintained this theme for 3 years running? Ready? I put red in every photo. That's literally it. I just put red in every single photo in any way I can, whether that's clothing, objects, background, literally anything red, I put in a photo. Oh, and if my friends are wearing red, you best to believe I get a photo with them. I'm like, oh, you're wearing a red hoodie? That's funny. That'll be posted on my Instagram tomorrow. So that's honestly how I do it. I just put red in every photo.
Your friends help a lot, actually.
My friends do help a lot. Like, if we're going out, they're like, I'll wear red for you. I was like, I love you. How do you make sure each post is in theme? Do you think the theme ever limits you from posting in the moment? That's so good. How do I make sure every photo is in theme? Like I just said, I put red in every single one of my photos in any way, shape, or form. So that's how I do that. But sometimes, yes. Sometimes I do feel like it might limit me from posting in the moment. Like, say if I take a really cute selfie and I'm not wearing red, I'm like, ugh, this is annoying. And I can't, like, sometimes I feel like I have to wear red to, like, take a cute photo, because, like, you don't post it. Did it even happen? No, I'm kidding. But sometimes it can get a little frustrating and annoying, but I do enjoy it. It's kind of like something fun for me to do, and something, like, trying to figure out new ways to incorporate red into a photo. So I like it. It's kind of fun. It's a double-edged sword. It can be annoying, but it can also be a lot of fun.
Isn't that what your second account's called?
Yeah, but, like, if I want to post it on my main. Okay. Do you think do Instagram stories as well? What would you advise to someone on how to differentiate post on their stories versus any timeline? Okay. So the next question is, do I have a theme on my story, and how would people differentiate posting on stories versus your timeline? I could not. Y'all are asking too much for me to do a theme on my story. No, I can't. That's too much. My story is more of... Okay, let me just explain. The difference between my stories and my timeline feeds is my story you guys get a little bit more of a personal insight of me. So whether it's like me making my breakfast, or me crying because I miss my friends, or, you know, just random little moments in my day of my dog or my food or just stuff like that. It's more personal. And if I was to keep a theme on that, I don't even know how you would do a theme on stories. Psych! I did do a theme on stories for about a month there. Do you remember when all my photos were black and white on my story?
I don't.
I did have a theme on my story for about a month.
I don't follow you on Instagram.
Oh, fun. I used all black and white photos of my theme, but on my story, but I just ended that. It was too difficult. So just make your story super personable, and my timeline was just more filtered and more structured and more showing, like, highlighting the best parts of my life is kind of what's on my timeline. So
Actually, I'm looking at your Instagram now. It's quite good. I should follow you.
oh, thanks. Yeah. Okay, so the next question is, would you ever want to change your theme, and what would happen if you did? How would you recommend transitioning themes? Oh my gosh. I don't know. Look, that question has come back and forth so many times. Like, it kind of like started to come into play. I dropped my pen. Hold on.
Okay.
The question of changing the themes honestly started 6 months into the theme. I was like, nah, do I change it? Nah, keep it going. Then a year rolled around. Nah, do I change it? Nah, keep it going. A year and a half, 2 years, you know what I mean? It's all just about, like, the question has come 1,000 times, and the answer is, I have no idea if I'm going to change my theme one day or not. It's up in the air, you know what I mean? At this point, it's not just my decision. It's become a whole team-wide decision of what we do with this theme, because it's just become, you know, such a thing I'm known for. I have red hair now, which I've got to re-dye. I have red hair now. It's just like it's a thing. So I don't know if I'd ever change my theme. And transitioning into a new theme, I have no idea. Maybe it could be cool if you guys have a colored theme like me and you want to switch, say, from red to blue. Slowly start integrating more blue into each of your photos until you basically just, you know, wash out the red and it all becomes blue. That could look cool as you're scrolling through and it just like kind of fades. But I don't know. I don't know how to change themes because I haven't done it ever. So yeah, that's just my tips on that. Oh, and the last thing is, if quarantine had its own Instagram page, what theme would you give it? Ooh. Quarantine had its own, probably a Netflix theme and a food theme. That's all anybody's doing is binge watching Netflix or Brat TV. They're binge watching Brat TV. There are some great new shows on Brat, actually, on some real stage fright. Dope. I don't know, what theme would I give quarantine? An annoying one. That's what I'd give it, an annoying one. Except I do know that we all need to be staying indoors because that's the right thing to be doing. So, again, double-edged sword, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, guys, so those are all the questions I have and tips and tricks of how to maintain a Instagram theme. So, yeah.
Open it up to questions.
I can't. My power is out, so I can't watch Netflix. I am so sorry. What are you doing? Oh, watching me. Hi. Okay, you guys can ask me any questions you want now. Either about Instagram theme or in life. I've been binge watching Chicken Girls and Total Eclipse. Ooh. Do you watch Total Eclipse? I haven't watched it in a minute, actually. How are you? Living life in quarantine, dude. Back up. Since you're Australian, where are you from? I'm from Sydney. I'm from Perth. Are you in Australia at the moment? No, I am currently in California. Why did you choose red? I just liked the color 3 years ago, and I still do, but I was obsessing over the color. Like, I wore it every day, so I was like, might as well make it a theme. What character are you? Are you even in Brat? I play Rooney in about every Brat show you could ever think of. Hey, what's poppin'? Hi. My friend has had a coming out crisis and she's confused and scared. I've had a lot of people come to me with things like that, and honestly, it's something that she's just gotta take her time to, and when she's ready, she'll know she's ready. And honestly, even if her family doesn't support it, she has a world of people on social media supporting her and loving her for who she is. So, yeah, tell her I wish her all the best and good luck, and she still has all the support from me and my family if she ever needs somebody to turn to. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off now, but I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit about how I maintain a red theme and how to start a theme. If you guys are thinking about it, just make sure you guys stay true to yourself on your Instagrams, and life isn't perfect, so make sure you live it how you want to live it. All right. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining. I will see you guys in another live. Bye.